I'm logging to my AWS account here as a root user. Next. So I'm here in my AWS console. The goal of this session is to set up a WordPress using Lightsail. So I'm going to click on Lightsail here. It's going to take me to a new page. The language support is English. Get started. So I'm going to set my region to a different zone here. I'm going to change it to Oregon. I'm going to set up Linux WordPress. I'm going to use the default SSH key pair here for now. I'm going to select, so it's only $3.5 a month. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to change this to my website. It's my ID Joey. Make it my ID Joey from 1. WordPress. I'm going to put WP here. The key value tag would be like a project name, and the value will be WordPress. I'm going to add another one as like billing will be my ID Joey WP. It's WordPress. So I'm only having one instance right now. I'm only creating one instance. So that's it. I'm going to create an instance. So the instance creation will take some time. Give it like 5 minutes. Okay, now we have a running instance. I have waited for good 5 minutes to get it to work. Now I want to show you one thing here. If you look carefully, right, there is an IP address here. There is a zone in which it's available. Now this IP address is not a permanent IP address. It's not a static IP address. This is actually a dynamic IP address that changes every time you restart the server. So you have to make sure that you have assigned a static IP address. So let's do that. So go to networking here, and there is a section called static IP. If you can see here, let me zoom in again. So there is a section here called static IP. A static IP is a fixed public IP address that you can attach to an instance. So let's go ahead and create a static IP. So I'm clicking on this create static IP button here, and we have to change our zone to Oregon because that's where we hosted our WordPress site. So I click on this, I change to Oregon, that's here, and I'm going to select an instance which is my ID Joey WordPress 1, and I'm going to put a static IP. So let us name this as my ID Joey static IP. So that way during billing and during looking at resources, you're not confused. So I'm going to see this. Static IP addresses are free only when attached to an instance. So let's do this. Let's create a static IP. So once you create a static IP, which is shown here, this is permanent IP, and this will not change when you restart your WordPress server. So if you look at this thing here, let me zoom it for you. I pasted the IP address here, and it says I can see the website working. I can see all the WordPress, everything working here. There are certain things we need to do to quickly customize this WordPress. I'm going to talk about how to customize this page initially. Just stick around. So there are two things to quickly customize here. If you look at this screen here, let me zoom it again for you. So this section is actually a post. It is not a WordPress page. It's actually a post. This hello world is actually a post. And then this sample page here that you can see here zoomed in, that's actually a page. It's like a blog page. So let us see how we can customize these. So yeah, you can click on this icon here, and then it takes to a customization page. Now we need to get the password for the WordPress site that has been created. So to do that, now I am in the WordPress documentation in Amazon Lightsail, as you can see here. Now what they're saying here is, it says click on the connect tab and choose connect using SSH. So that's what I've done. So if you look at my screen here, I have gone to the WordPress instance here. Let me go back to this instance here. Yeah. So I've gone to WordPress instance here, which we just created, the Lightsail page, and I clicked on this command line button here. As you can see, there is a terminal icon here. I clicked on this icon here, and I landed on this Bitnami terminal. Bitnami is the template that we're using for building this WordPress website. So we have this Bitnami command line here. Now the documentation says, just copy this command here, cat Bitnami application password. I'm gonna copy this. It says copy this and then type this command, and then you'll get the password. So I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna go here and then paste the command here. Press enter, and I get my password here. So I'm gonna copy this. Make sure you copy it correctly. So when I landed on this page, I came to know that my username is called user, as you can see here, and the password is what I copied from the terminal. So let's go and enter the username and password. So to get into the admin section of WordPress, you just have to type wp-admin. So now I'm in WordPress admin login. My username is user, and the password is what I copied from the terminal. And I'm able to successfully log in. Now once you log in, you will notice that your WordPress site is a little old. As you can see here, let me zoom it again. It says WordPress 5.5.1 is available. Please update now. Make sure you do that. I'm going to click on this. So once you have updated your WordPress, this is what you will see. You will see that WordPress 5.5.1. Welcome to WordPress 5.5.1. And it has this yellow background. It looks really nice. So the next step is, as I told before, we need to know how you need to customize this. So I have two sections here. One is called pages. Let me zoom this again for you. So if you look at this menu here, there are two sections. One is called pages, and there is the posts. Post is what you have seen in the main page. So I'm going to go and edit this post. I'm going to customize this so that we know. So I'm going to click on all posts here. I'm going to change this hello world to something more relevant. So I'm clicking on edit here. Now I'm going to change this hello world to my ID Joey event. We are holding we're having a lunch and learn event next week. So I just updated the post and I'm going to save it, and similarly I'm going to go back and I'm going to change the page. So I'm going to go back to the pages here. I'm going to click all pages. I'm going to click the sample page to name something else like my ID Joey company. This is a new company, for example. I'm going to click on update here. So basically I've updated the company page and I updated the post, and let us see how it looks like. So I'm back in this. Now if I do a refresh to this post will change. This post with hello world must change, and also this sample page link should also change. So let's see what happens. There you go. So my ID Joey event, it has become because it's a post and I made it an event, it has changed, and also the company page has changed. In the next session here, let us see how we can remove this Bitnami logo here. If you can see here, I have this Bitnami logo, if you can see here on my screen here, and I want to remove this. So what we need to do is we have to go back to the terminal, which I'm just showing you on my screen here, and then copy this command, this sudo command here. Just copy this command and paste it on the command line. And now we are into this Bitnami menu, the Bitnami helper tool menu. So the first option is, let me zoom this. The first option is remove the Bitnami banner. So let's do that. I press enter and it says the Bitnami banner has been removed. I'm going to press escape to go back to the menu. I'm back in the menu. I'm going to talk about Let's Encrypt in the upcoming session. Now if you do a refresh, if you refresh the website now, this Bitnami logo will go away. Let's see what happens. It's gone. So I'm in my AWS Route 53, as you can see here. So under Route 53, I clicked on dashboard and I have a hosted zone here. I click on the hosted zone. And once I'm clicking on hosted zone, I'm going to my ID Joey, that's my hosted zone. And I have created a record here, a record. So if you see my Route 53 console here, I have created an A record, blog.myidjoey.com, type is A, which is an A record, and mapping to the static IP address of the WordPress. Now, there are multiple ways to do this. I mean, I have already done it here because my DNS was migrated to AWS Route 53. If your DNS is not in Route 53 and it is with if it is GoDaddy or some other provider, you have to go and edit there. So there are some details about this in the documentation for Amazon Lightsail. If you click on, if you look at the step 2 here, create a DNS zone in the Lightsail console. So if you have a different setup, you can go through this section here, and it'll give you some clarity on how to create a DNS zone, which is relevant to your the way you have set up. So now if I type blog.myidjoey.com, I can see that I have my my static IP address mapped to my subdomain. So in the next section, we'll see how to set up Let Us Encrypt. As you can see here, make sure that your website is encrypted, and we don't see this not secure but a lock icon here. So let's do that. So let's click on this Let Us Encrypt, and it's running this tool here. So you have to go through a list of questions in the Bitnami HTTPS configuration tool, and basically you have to provide your blog name, your website name, and then run a script and then follow the prompts. And once at the end of the script, you will see that there is a success message. Let me zoom this for you. You will see a success message here, and then when you go back to your website, you will see a lock icon here. I have not done anything different. I've just followed the prompts, and then I've got this lock symbol. So that's how you can set up a SSL enabled website for your blog.